Welcome back to the Michael Cohen Show on our continued journey to 250,000 subscribers. By the way, we're only 20,000 shy. So based upon the number of people that watch these, we could actually knock this off 1, 2, 3. So hit the subscribe and more importantly, share this with a friend because there's so much to talk about. Now on Monday, you might remember that we discussed Damascus being taken over by the rebels and Tulsi Gabbard's connection to Syria. And if anybody's been watching the news, you've seen what went on inside that opulent palace with the Rolls Royces and the Ferraris and the Lamborghinis and so on. What the overthrow of Damascus is really something significant. Now, there are a lot of updates, and I want to discuss them with you. All right. I want to first start by showing you a clip of Gabbard saying that she will stand behind Donald Trump and whatever it is that he says about Syria, trying to negate the fact that there's so much conversation about her alliance or her allegiance to Syria. Play that clip.
I want to address the issue that's in the headlines right now. I stand in full support and wholeheartedly agree with the statements that President Trump has made over these last few days with regards to the developments in Syria. My own views and experiences have been shaped by my multiple deployments and seeing firsthand the cost of war and the threat of Islamist terrorism. It's one of the many reasons why I appreciate President Trump's leadership and his election, where he is fully committed, as he has said over and over, to bringing about an end to wars, demonstrating peace through strength, and putting the national security interests and the safety, security, and freedom of the American people first and foremost.
Wait. Did she just say that Trump has stated that he's committed to ensuring the end of all of these wars that are going on and all of these conflicts? Remember that, because now I want to show you what Trump posted on Truth Social. Put it up. Opposition fighters in Syria, in an unprecedented move, have totally taken over numerous cities in a highly coordinated offensive and are now on the outskirts of Damascus, obviously preparing to make a very big move toward taking out Assad. Russia, because they are so tied up in Ukraine and with the loss there of over 600,000 soldiers, seems incapable of stopping this literal march through Syria, a country they have protected for years. This is where former President Obama refused to honor his commitment of protecting the red line in the sand, and all hell broke out, with Russia stepping in. But now they are, like possibly Assad himself, being forced out, and it may actually be the best thing that can happen to them. There was never much of a benefit in Syria for Russia, other than to make Obama look really stupid. In any event, Syria is a mess, but it is not our friend, and the United States should have nothing to do with it. This is not our fight. Let it play out. Do not get involved. Now, wouldn't it have been wise for one of the journalists that are standing over there, whether it's Manu Raju holding his camera up in front of her face or whoever it might be, turning around and saying, wait. You just turned around and said that you agreed to stand behind what Donald Trump is saying in terms of stopping the war. Donald Trump specifically stated, not my words, his words. Remember, at the very end of that post, this is not our fight. Stay out of it. Am I missing something? Or is Tulsi Gabbard missing something? That's the question you have to ask yourself when you start thinking about these nominations and what their capacity is for filling the role to which Donald Trump is nominating them for. Now, I want to go on and I want to show you what Lindsey Graham had to say about Tulsi Gabbard. Play that clip.
We've had policy differences. I know her. I like her. She wanted to stay in the JCPOA. I thought that was a mistake. But, she'll be serving Trump.
What if Trump's decision is not the right one and she's merely just going to serve him? I get it. There's a reason why you want people who have experience, who have knowledge, who have more than, just his ideology within which to run by. Now, by the way, I want to be clear about something. We don't know what's going to happen. We don't even know legitimately what his ideology, what his position is specifically on Syria, considering it's so fresh and it's so new. What we do know, of course, is his statements that he made on his Truth Social platform that says, it's not our fight. Stay out of it. Ignore it. Not our issue. Got it. And so it's always easy to go to Lindsey Graham if you want to turn around and make some form of a headline, because Lindsey Graham will say anything within which to be in lockstep with whatever Donald Trump is saying. And so if Donald Trump is nominating Tulsi Gabbard, Lindsey Graham is all in. It doesn't make a difference. If Donald Trump nominated Hannibal Lecter to be the person to, let's say, run school lunches, Lindsey Graham would turn around and say, I stand behind Hannibal Lecter because he knows about fava beans and kidneys. I mean, that's what Lindsey Graham is all about. It's not the same Lindsey Graham that attacked Donald Trump many years ago. This is a new, revised, revamped Donald Trump, just the way that Trump likes it. Completely complacent and showing full fealty to the man. Now, I also want to show you yesterday, Laura Ingraham, another one, right, along with Alina Habba, are speaking about Tulsi Gabbard as well as Trump's other cabinet picks. Play that clip.
They're also accusing Tulsi of being an apologist for the now, who's the man who's fled Syria, of course, Bashar al-Assad. But it looks like both with Tulsi and with Pete Hegseth, this stuff doesn't seem to be sticking. Am I reading this right?
Are you saying that perhaps they could create a dossier or say that there's a Russia hoax and continue it for years on end? I don't believe it, Laura. Yeah, no kidding. This is what they do when they're desperate. We know this. These are really strong candidates with really amazing backgrounds. It's amazing.
Yeah. That shtick is sort of over. Where did Bashar al-Assad flee to when he needed to get out of Syria? Oh, yeah, Russia. Yeah, Russia. That's where he's at right now. And you can't really compare Tulsi Gabbard to Pete Hegseth. Pete Hegseth's issues are they're very personal to a lot of people. They deal more with alcohol, with sexual assault, these allegations, whereas, of course, Tulsi Gabbard's goes to a totally different scenario. It goes to our national security, her belief system, her allegiance or her alliance with Bashar al-Assad. So they're two totally different things. Now, mind you, when she starts talking about they're getting desperate, obviously she's referring to Democrats. But the answer is that's not accurate, Alina. The people who knocked out, for example, Matt Gaetz, the people who Pete Hegseth are going and meeting are the Republican senators who will have to confirm him or her to the appointment based upon the nomination by Donald. That's who is right now the biggest opposition, because Republicans will have the House and they have the Senate. And if they don't get, as Matt Gaetz was not going to get, 20 or 30 Republican senators confirming the nomination, you go bye-bye. So who she's referring to as being desperate, it's completely inaccurate. It's actually not just inaccurate, it's misleading. This is not a Republican there's not a Democrat that's going to vote for Tulsi Gabbard based upon what they know. There's not a Democrat out there that's going to vote for Pete Hegseth based upon what they know. I'll tell you one thing, based upon what they know about Marco Rubio, I think you're going to get quite a few Democrats that are going to vote for him, if not the bulk of them. So this isn't a Republican versus Democrat issue as it relates again to Gabbard and Hegseth. This is a Republican issue because multiple Republican senators have already said, I cannot vote for him based upon the fact he has no experience. He's going to be handling a $900 billion budget. He wasn't able to do it with a smaller company. There's alcoholism, there's sexual allegations and abuse charges and whatever it might be. And so, again, we will find out whether or not any of those allegations on either of these two are accurate. You find those out in the confirmation hearings. But for Alina to make these statements, which are completely inaccurate and misleading, it's just wrong. And that's why this program is important, because here there's no innuendo. It's nothing but facts. And as always, thanks for listening. Hey, everyone. First of all, thanks for watching. I mean, we're going to be posting daily episodes with reactions and talking about politics. We'll be talking about everything, in fact. So please like and subscribe. Join us on this journey.